Right, guys, welcome to the stream, and Ryan and Oscar, welcome to the guys here on Discord with me as well. Um, so before we start, I have a special request from Yeri, who is one of the modelers on the Zibo project, and I need to check out something for him, and we're going to do this together. For those of you that are not aware of it, I will show you why. I just need to start my explain. Oops, clicked the wrong place. Huh? There we go. Right, so this is what it is about. Yuri is busy working on ground services for the Zibo, and there is a question about something that's happening around about at the door. So, Yuri, I'm not sure if you are here. In actual fact, let me just send you a link to the stream in case you are
That
not here.
looks pretty
Around
darn
about at
good,
the
that.
yeah. Just want
I
to
was
check.
impressed.
Yeah. I like the fact that they've got the sliding sides, so you pull them forward on the door side. Yeah,
Yeah,
that looks pretty darn accurate.
very nice. Yeah. Okay, so hello Noel. Eswatini of all places. Well, I'm sitting in sunny Joburg. Welcome. All right. Okay, so I've just sent Yuri the link to the stream because I want him to come and have a look here with me. The funny thing is, it seems to work better in Vulkan than it does in OpenGL. How's that for a change? So we're gonna have a look at that.
Impressive. I like that.
Yes.
Futuristic.
Yes. Just wanna start up quickly. Andreas, welcome. Looks like he's seen the message. Ryan, you need to fix your sleeping
Please check
patterns.
your quarantine scripts folder.
Hello, Marius. I'm in. Okay. Yeri says he is here. Welcome, Yeri. Guys, he is the guy who models um, the stuff we're looking at. So let me just bring that back on screen. This is what we're looking at. We're looking at the steps. All right. So we are going to quickly do a test. Yeri, I just want to. Hello, Yeri. There he is. I just want to quickly mention to you, Yeri, the thing actually merges pretty nicely in Vulkan. All right, very, very nicely. I am going to, and I'm talking ground handling deluxe. You know what I'm talking about. I'm starting up in OpenGL to do that test you and I discussed earlier. But in Vulkan, it's seamless. It really is very, very well done. So looks much better in Vulkan. We're gonna see together just now what it does in OpenGL. Ryan, explain by default runs on OpenGL. Vulkan is the new thing. So I'm using the actual beta version of Explain, and I've simply flicked the switch to go back to OpenGL. Right. Yeri, this is what happened earlier when I was in Vulkan with the GHD product. As you can see, seamless. There's no holes. There's nothing weird going on here. It actually looks like the rubber, plays its role here as well. Very nicely done. So this is what I had just before the stream started in Vulkan. Yeah, exactly. Well, as long as we know what they say to the users, then I suppose it's okay. We're gonna check it out just now. Captain Freeman, there is no fix. It's a beta, and as long as you run a beta, anything can go wrong. Search explain official Vulkan forum, and then go see what the guys say there. There might be something they know that we don't know, but go speak to the explain guys. It's obviously an explain issue.
Is that with add-on scenery for Heathrow, Captain Freeman?
Yeah, that's a good question. If it's add-on scenery, you might as well just disable your add-on scenery and see if it still does that. Because the built-in Aerosoft one should be fine. Right, so this, Yeri, for your information, this is now ground handling deluxe that's driving up here. Same one I had earlier. While that's doing its thing, let's just double check. We are not using Vulkan, so we are in OpenGL. There's your hole. There's the hole. So it's definitely, this is definitely, depending on where you stand, you will either get the hole or not. And depending how wide angle your view is, it's going to become bigger or smaller. Yeah, so it's an OpenGL thing. Because
Is
again, like,
that a different pair of steps to the
no.
one you had? Well, that was a motorized driven
Oh,
one.
no, no, no. Sorry, I answered you too quickly. No, this is ground handling deluxe. We're basically
Yeah,
testing OpenGL against Vulkan. That's what it looks like in Vulkan. There's no hole. It's completely sealed. And
yeah,
then when you
yeah,
go to OpenGL, there's a big gaping hole there. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It all depends on your field of view. See, if I look down like this, it's closed the hole. Um, Now, the moment we get closer again, it's there.
Also, that looks like, Nico, is that they're trying to drive the vehicle in at right angles to the center axis of the fuselage, whereas at that point the aircraft is already tapering.
Yeah.
Really, it shouldn't drive in at the direct right angles.
Mm. Well, there you go. That just proves Yeri's point. So Yeri, then you don't have to stress. Work in Vulkan. I mean, that is the new thing. And we just put a little note out to the guys. Display anomaly. OpenGL. But anyway, I don't want to tell you what to do. That's your story. Ooh, okay, I want you guys to look at this. Let me quickly go to the tablet here. We're going to restart anyway. The FPS here is now about 30. Let's just check it when we get back into Vulkan.
He's just
Right.
asked to do something else.
So now I suppose it would now depend on which view system you are using. This is now pressing the C button. So I've just pressed the C button. Let's just get back into Fuselage. Don't think we can. Because now we're basically in like an outside the free look view. But look there. I mean, the aircraft itself looks wonky, but there is no hole there. So it also depends on the view system.
Yeah, the default approach suggests to me that the angle they're coming into the aircraft is slightly wrong. As I say, the aircraft is tapering, so that door isn't exactly parallel to the axis of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
aircraft.
Gotcha. You see, this is now.
That looks right there.
Uh-huh.
You with me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you mean. The moment we now leave the plane, this is pressing C. Right?
Yeah, that looks, yeah.
Looks perfect. It's just that display normally when you are in the cockpit and you move like this, move your head. I need to get through the door here. See, this is when you start picking up anomalies. See?
Yeah, it's to do with field of view. It's to
Yeah,
do with the view situation, not the
yeah,
steps design or anything
yeah.
like
No,
that.
steps
Because
design is perfect.
yeah, and even that approach angle when you were looking at it from the
Yeah,
outside
yeah,
was
yeah,
correct. It was
yeah,
at right angles to the door frame, whereas there it's almost as if it's at right angles to the aircraft axis
yeah,
and not at the door frame.
yeah. Yeah, I hope that helps you. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Yeah, it will be nice to just press a button on the tablet and get stairs and everything. Yeah, it's a good start, my friend. It looks awesome. That thing really looks awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad. You know where to find me. Just ask anytime. Um, so just for the guys who haven't seen it, this is what Yeri is working on. That's his steps. Hello, Krister.
Yes, it looks impressive, Yuri. I like it.
Yeah, very nice. So thank you for your hard work, my friend. Go get it. Make it work. I think you're in the clear. It's not that issue we looked at is not something you're going to be able to fix. You okay, Uncle John?
I think so.
Right.
Went down
Okay.
the wrong.
Shame, man. Right. I want to go to Vulcan and just quickly restart to explain. Thanks, my friend. Anytime. You're welcome to fly with anytime as well. So if you have time, whenever, just let me know. Come fly with us.
Please check your quarantine scripts folder.
Uncle John, what do you have in quarantine there?
Those text files.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I think
Only
you.
text files.
Yeah, but I think you need to move them to your disabled folder. I think that will be better.
Okay, but
Christer, yeah, thank you for the thank you. I'm glad I had it, the presence of mind to put it onto YouTube now because obviously the other videos and other streams are going to go tata bye bye very soon. So I'm thankful and grateful to each and everybody who actually visited and saw that. I saw a couple of very surprised people that um, has I've probably never seen explained the way we showed it last night. So that was awesome. As a matter of interest, I took P3D version 5 into the canyon this morning with the 182 from A to A. And me and Uncle John quickly had a look there. I wish that could look like Explain. That would be such a good improvement. But the default really doesn't do it. Hello, Daza. All good, mate. I hope you are well as well.
news.
My son's also getting excited. Yeah, he's playing some other shoot 'em up game again. Thank you, Christer. Much appreciated. Good morning, Tony. I just see you have arrived here as well.
Morning.
While we're waiting, let's quickly talk about this flight. So, hey, Norman, yes, all well. Hope you're doing the same. Um, this is the new and latest version of STKP, and I'm going to brag about something shortly, but we're still busy setting up the flight here. I haven't checked the weather or anything. We are going to use the weather from STKP today, so real world weather is on. Um, so that means we can actually use our wind calculator because the same weather will be in the sim, so we can try figure out which runway would be best. Well, depends on which wing you want it on. We've got a 6 or a 32 to play with. And looks like runway 4 is favored. Okay. Right, so we have a runway 6 or a 3 to right. I think I'm going to go for 3 to right.
I'm doing the same.
I think one of these ones were for propellers. We need to figure out which one. Okay, so this is an RNP. This is a good one, I think. Just want to check that other one as well. Open that one. I remember a long time ago when I was flying and somebody said, no man, one is for propellers. See, now that's stuck in my mind somewhere, but I don't see any specific mention of it. I don't see any mention of clauses. This is obviously an RNP approach. Let's just, departure, let's just take that. Why not? Let's just keep to that.
Why haven't I got my plan?
Hmm. I wish I knew. McTrine, can you spot the difference between what would the difference now actually be between these ones? Because just by looking at them quickly, I can't see a difference.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That's
So,
okay.
which we're looking at the difference
I
between
I Daisy 1 Alpha and the Quebec one. I don't see a difference. It's there's 1 Alpha and 1 Quebec, but I swear I don't see a difference.
I'll go and have a look. This is Stansted, is it?
Yeah,
Rival.
honestly, just don't see it. It's not screaming out at me, Nico. This is the difference. Why you want to use the one or not the other? Oh, this is an RNP. IDZ 1 Alpha is RNP. That's why. That's the difference.
Yeah, one's RNAV, one's not. So you've got probably stepped altitudes in the non.
Yeah.
Oh, and Desi Q's RNAV as well.
I just noticed. Hello, Will and Oscar, Rainer. I don't know. I'm not flying online, Ryan, and thanks for subscribing, Oscar. I don't know. This is like, hmm?
Ah, it's to do with read the one when BKYVORDME unserviceable use 1Q.
to be used when VKYVO or DME is unserviceable. Okay.
And if you look at the other one, there's no mention of BKY on the bottom left.
Yeah, got it. Got it. So this one runs completely.
But we don't have serviceabilities in XPain
Yeah,
11.
exactly. So we're gonna keep to 1 alpha then. Oscar, that's cool. That's very nice to know, man. Thank you and welcome to the family. You just need to take part to become part, be here, enjoy it, talk with us, make your comments and suggestions, ask your questions. That's what we do in this family. And Flysum24, good morning. All good, thank you. We were just busy debating the charts. McTrying had a keener eye than me to find the difference there. So we're going to stick to this one, the 1 alpha arrival, IDZ 1 alpha arrival. And the next thing we need to do is look at our approaches. So we know that we're coming in on the ILS for 04 because of the winds. And it will be this one. So we've got the hold. The funny thing is your altitude restriction there is 8,000. So from 8,000, you're then going to have to go into the hold, descent, come out of it, and then come to your landing. By the way, guys, for the new people, if you guys want to join us on Discord, the link is in the description below the video. Just follow it, answer the simple question. Please read. It's not that we're trying to hide anything or make it difficult. Just read the instructions. There is a small step that you need to do, and the reason it's there is to prevent bots from coming in here, as well as we don't assign automatic rights because of hackers. So everything is done by hand. We have watched other guys' discords go up in smoke because they trusted the wrong people. So we've got a different way of doing it. So just follow the rules and we'll let you in. And then you guys can come talk with us.
Nico, have you started your Ryanair off, bud?
No, sir. We're still in the planning phase. I think we've.
Okay, okay. Just thought I'd
Yeah,
just give you a reminder.
yeah. Thank you. We still debated this whole flight plan.
Oh, I've got time to join you.
Yes, please. Anybody else who wants to join us? Look, I'm not flying online. If you guys really want me to go into VATSIM, we can do it. But I didn't think I was really gonna fly online today.
Then don't.
Yeah. Everybody. I mean, yeah. Anybody can join. Just follow us in your own time, in your own sim, and that will be fine. Well, in layman's terms, quickly, a transition is just going from your SID into your actual route, or from your route into a SID, a star, and then from your star into an approach. So the last point in line of the previous system, and the first one in line of the next system is your transition point. And depending on various situations, you will either use it or you won't use it. If we fly online, I program everything in there, but an ATC could, come on and say to you, skip it. It's just a point. It's just either, well, it's the same point, but for the one procedure, it's the last point, and for the next procedure, it's the first point, and that's your transition point. Okay, we've copied this. Let's go and do our flight planning. Okay, so I said I wanted to brag a little bit. I spoke to Dan earlier in the week and I said to him, I really need access to these tabs while I'm setting up the flight, because when we had the pop-up, once you click on this pop-up, you can't access the tabs. You couldn't get to your information, and the argument was, you you have to now go and open all the applications that you closed in the first place to start using SDKP, because it's the Swiss Army knife of flight planning. So it kind of defeated the object, and Dan, in his wisdom, came up with a new plan like this, so we can actually, do the flight plan situation and still access the tabs, which is marvelous. Thank you, Dan. Oscar, can you try rephrase that? So I can just have a better understanding. I don't want to answer you incorrectly. And welcome to Explain, by the way. And we'll try and help you as far as we can. Ach, again. Right, so this is obviously the Ryanair virtual. So let's quickly look at FR 2815. 2815. The call sign will be that one. Advanced. Alright, so now we can go to Navigraph and we can copy the route quickly. Much better. Much better. 32 right. 04 alternate. Let's make it Luton. Performance. We're gonna use CI of 6. Ooh, I love this. It actually expands the correct way around. Right, so VAMSys tells us 28,000. Weights 147 and 2.1. Right, so that's now sending it off to SimBrief. It needs me to log in quickly. And it's processing. Right, so there we have it. That is our flight plan. Excellent. Fly now. There we go. So this is what SimBrief and SimToolkit combined looks like. And we can actually start setting up the aircraft. So let me get my VA client started. And for those of you that haven't seen it, that's what it looks like. So this is the way the V8 tracks the flights, and we have to start and finish the job over there. So that's done. Right, so here's an interesting fact for those of you who watched the beginning of the stream. I purposefully focused on what the FPS would be. Over here, we've got like 3 extra. I want to go to the cabin because at the cabin, I got about 19. It was painful standing over there. It was really painful. But I've got the same 29 to 33 FPS here. So Vulkan saved my bacon. In OpenGL, while standing here, it was like 19. It was terrible. Alright, so I'm more happy with that. Alright, and for those of you who want to see my graphic
I don't know
settings.
that one.
Uncle John?
Sorry about that. That's Alexa having words with me.
No, that's fine. Anyway, so guys, if you're interested in my settings, that's what I'm currently using.
Let's turn her down so she doesn't disturb anybody.
Well, what I did is a completely separate installation. So basically what happens if you go to your display settings, look, there is a tick box. If you are running the latest beta version of X-Plane, you can simply tick the box and that will enable the Vulkan driver for you. But I've got the X-Plane 1141 as my main X-Plane that I don't mess around with. That's my pride and joy, the one that I grab when I need to do proper testing and things, okay? And then I made a second copy, and this is the second copy. So here I can then switch it on and off and do whatever I want. If I break it, I delete it and copy the other one again. You know, it's just making my life easier.
Why isn't my pushback
Damn
working?
it, I forgot. Terminate, go away.
Okay.
Hope it doesn't crash the system when we start again, but anyway. This can take a good 5 minutes to save. So while we're doing that, oh, that was easy. Let's try again, see if it works with the headset. Negative, there's just no audio coming. Right, we will improvise then. Good, we've done all that. Let's get our payloads and things into the system. I like the way it syncs. Look at the, oh, you guys couldn't see it. The steps at the outside, it was funny. They obviously stationary and the Zibo moves, so it was bouncing up and down there. It was funny. Change your frequency. Change to a different frequency, Krister. V3.40.27. The Zibo will generally remember or explain, will generally remember the last COM1 frequency, COM2 frequency, nav frequency, heading, and course settings. That's just to explain things. If you get in a situation like that, just try and change the frequency. Oh, gee. Oh, that's weird. Christer, I don't know then. Well, you're welcome to ask the questions. Don't be sorry. Don't worry about it. What I did, if you give me a minute or two, I'll actually show you how I did it. I've got my normal explain, the explain 1141 on an SSD, a 500 gig SSD, and then I've got the other one on a 3 terabyte Seagate mechanical hard drive. And what I did was I actually made a symbolic link between the custom scenery folders. So when I start the beta up, which we are in now, it actually reads the scenery from the other installation. There's no scenery installed in this version. It just points back to it. So give me a while, I'll show you. Remind me in flight, because once we're up in the air and we have nothing to do, that could be a very nice discussion to show a couple of you guys. Right, so we need to call Yeri's field truck. By the way, guys, this is also Yeri who made this. So that field truck, that man, the pipe, the ladder, everything. This was also modeled by Yeri. As a matter of interest, while we're talking about him and had him on stream with us, just thought I'd tell you. That's also one of his creations. The other thing that he made is obviously also the air stairs. That is something that also comes from him. I need to check the settings here. Control B. Right, so that won't interfere. Right, so we are about 4 minutes behind on our timer there. I must just bear that in mind.
Glide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
Got to put the better push back in, so I'm going to have to cheat this time round.
Okay.
I'm not going to fire everything back up and start again just for that.
Gotcha. our hold, and as you can see, we've got altitude restrictions there. We need to be between 14 and 8. So above 8, that will be for the first turn, and then ATC will clear us lower, and then we will get out of there. So we'll use altitude intervention to just lower ourselves there if everything goes according to plan. There we go.
I'm going to mute my mic for a bit, Nico.
Yeah, sure. Now we've got 60.5, 66.1 versus 66.2. Perfect. Let's make that do. On the reserves, cost index will be 6 and 280. Alright, so 289 and 70 knots. And the ISA will be a positive 1. Execute in one limit. Alright, 14, so we'll make that 32. To make it a fast climb, and we can use it like so. That's fine. Right, then that's fine. No winds. Let's quickly have a look at this METAR. What does the METAR say? Yeah, it's 3 knots, negligible. Gonna worry about that. Right, page 2. So we have got 0. I'm just putting the METAR value in there. 3 knots. Then we have the
You know that your Sim Toolkit Pro is blocking the FNC?
no. There it's not.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you.
it is blocking it half of it at least.
Yeah, it was. I fixed it now for you guys. Sorry about that. You need to shout out. My concentration is obviously on a different screen, so sorry about that. Six. 16. There we go. Right. Let's go fix the load. Super. Click on CG, make sure it's all in, and then B speeds, and now we can do the rest. Cool. Okay, it's gonna take me another 14 minutes at least to get pushing and going here, so maybe a little less, but work on about 12 to 14 minutes. Murder, this is one of the best aircraft ever. If you treat it the way you should, you will have endless joy. It's a mega learning curve you have to go through because you can't treat it like just another video game. It's got to be treated correctly, and then it will look after you, and you will have hours and years worth of enjoyment from it. Yeah, we can get going in about 2 minutes. So I'm gonna fire up the APU and then start closing the doors.
I'm back now, Nico.
Okay.
Here's what bit before the
It's strange. I don't know if you guys have the same. I'll have to investigate it. But I can hear the engine sounds, as you can hear the engine sounds, but I can't hear the voices of these better pushback guys. I'm not sure if I need to change the setting. Let me actually go have a look quickly while we're talking about it. Where's better pushback? Better pushback at the end now.
I heard somebody else report that. Can you hear any radios at all, Nico?
Yeah, my
'Cause I
radios are
believe
okay. No, my radio was turned down. Why? Why? That's a good one, McTrying. I know it's linked to the radio. Very strange. References?
Ground to cockpit. Land acknowledged.
That's
Call me through the
crazy.
menu when you're ready.
That's crazy. McTrying. I know for a longest time that it's linked to the radio. I didn't turn my radio down, so I don't know how that happened. But obviously it happened, so thank you for that.
that's all right. It was just I'd read somebody else who'd
Yeah.
recently noticed the problem.
I don't know. Something happened there. Anyway, okay, so we've got flaps 5. Let's get our taxi light on and get to the runway. There's one thing I want to change.
After a lot of messing about, for some unknown reason, I'm not on SDKP. Tried everything. It's got my route on there, but I'm not located on it.
Where can I look to see if I can see you?
SDKP. But I've took off anyway.
Yeah, but where? Give me a general direction, sir.
I'm heading for my first. Oh, just past my first waypoint by the look of it.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. Because I can see Kevin and I can see Steiner, but I cannot see you at all.
yeah, but I haven't got the follow me button, so I couldn't do my taxi routing. So I've done something wrong.
We'll figure it out. Steiner is ahead, then it's Kevin, then it's me.
Don't forget this is the beta, Nico, so I'm still adding in bits and pieces to
Okay,
make it
okay.
work.
Okay. Gotcha. I just reduced my number of world objects a little bit there. I just want that extra 5 FPS.
The ortho's looking nice in here, and the clouds are looking nice.
Mm-hmm. FlySim 24, here is the link. Go enjoy it. It's really helped me a lot. Now this thing needs to read in. Look what it looks like now. There it's coming. This B2 volume thing really makes a big difference, especially for streamers. You don't have to go out of the cockpit to go and fiddle with things. Come now. Ever so slowly loading the textures back. Let's taxi while it figures it out. There we go. welcome. Asterix and Obelix. There's your answer. Dogmatics. So it just became Skymatics.
Rain.
Couldn't hear a word there, Uncle John. Say again.
Rain.
Rain. Ah, okay.
Quite bad rain as well.
Okay.
Quite effective.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. I don't know if you guys noticed, anybody that does know Asterix and Obelix and their story, one of the creators actually passed away about 2 weeks ago. And on their Facebook page, they had Asterix and Obelix and this guy's face together there in the banner. It was kind of sad, you know. We all grew up with them over here.
Well, yes, our generation did.
Yeah.
Look.
I used to dream about them beating the crap out of the Romans. Eh? It's so nice to have a magic potion to go and beat up the enemy.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't get this. The load on the CPU does not change. The FPS does not change. Doesn't matter what setting you use there. If you change the texture quality, it becomes really crappy there. But it's not like it's using a lot of the VRAM anyway. Strange. Let's put it back on high then.
Number of world objects, isn't that CPU?
Yeah,
In
and
which
that's
case
why
it is the
that's
amount of memory you use rather than
CPU
um,
power.
well, CPU power. But if you're not running a core at 100%, then
Mm,
it's got room to.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. When I look at the reading, there's hardly any difference in the CPU usage between the one setting and the other setting. Um, you clearly saw that I'm not even using half of the VRAM, but the FPS remains about 25 to 29
Yeah, that world object doesn't affect the
FPS.
FPS so much. No, it's CPU load, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, that's always been my explained belief. The two
Mm.
sliders on the left are GPU, and on the right it's CPU.
I have no
There's a
reason to doubt
very
that.
good. There's a very good uh, short video released by Explain themselves with
That lady.
how. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
know the
one.
one.
It
Yeah.
might be worth pointing out to people who want to learn how to adjust their graphics, etc.
If you can find a link to it, I'll post it, Matrine.
Approaching
My hands are just full
2-4.
right now.
No, that's fine if you think it's a good idea.
I think so. If you can, if you have time. Ja. Wat eet ons? Okay.
I've just posted the link in Skymatic's chat for you, Nick.
Thank you. I'll check it out. Yeah, I used to use Process Lasso quite a bit with my previous computer. In this one, I kind of got away without using it, but I think that's a very good option to go back to Fly Sim 24. Yeah, I agree with you. That used to make a huge difference in my old system. Yeah. I'm not so much worried about the frames. I'll tell you what I am worried about is the smoothness. So if I don't see jerky, stuttery movements, I'm happy as, you know, pig in dirt. So that's what I'm really aiming for. I was just hoping, you know, by reducing the CPU workload a little bit, I could get a little bit more, less jerkiness. Because it's not very prominent, but I do every now and then catch with my eye, and it's like it's just glitching that a little bit again.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Right, let's go. Ryan, I don't know if you're gonna be up to the task, my friend. Sorry, but you're gonna have to study that thing very well before you go mess up your PC. But there's a program called Process Lasso that we have used in the past to great effect. But if you don't know what you're doing, rather than touch it. You'll lose your computer in 2 seconds if you mess it up.
On runway 32, right.
Right, Toga, there we go.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Okay. 400.
One day. Gear up and off, and brakes off. Flysim, I'm definitely gonna take you up on that. I think I'll go watch some of your videos because really, See, as long as it's smooth, I don't mind so much. I just don't want that jerkiness. Now, I'm just thinking out loud here. Remember, I'm pulling the scenery. Every bit of scenery that you see, literally, or as custom scenery, comes from my other installation through a sim link. I'm wondering if the interaction between the two hard drives, is if there isn't a little bit of a bottleneck or something now as well. That's also something I need to go investigate. Could very well be.
Don't go this myself. Schematics, do you still fly on Ibea?
Yeah, I was there like 2 days ago.
Oh, 'cause I was gonna hop on Stansted Tower, but then I noticed you're not
No, I'm
flying
not
on
online.
Ibea.
No, not. I'm actually completely offline right now. Yeah, Christer. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say there. Look, at Dublin, there is a problem with the radios. There is a broadcasting station that broadcasts the ATIS from a nearby airfield. It's crap, but that's because of 122.8. So
Altimeter
I
setting.
don't know if that's ever been fixed or will ever be fixed.
Do you think you'll be able to hop on Ibea into Stansted?
I'm not geared for Iveo at all. The plugin isn't loaded. This is the beta of X-Plane that I'm flying, so I'm not geared for it at all right now. You need to get 122.8 off. Guys, just a quick one. I spoke to Jorge. If everything goes according to plan, we're going to do the Toncontin fly in later again with him. Now he used to fly that in real world in the 737-800, and that's why it's a special airport for him. And so the plan is to do a bit of a group flight later on to Toncontin. I just haven't heard from him. He's obviously sleeping now. In terms of the actual flight route that we're going to do. So the moment I know, I'll post that on the Zibo pilots group and in Discord. So keep your eyes peeled on that one if you want to fly with us into Toncontin later this afternoon.
Fast traffic is working beautifully in the beta, okay?
Excellent.
And I know what the problem is with SDKP. I haven't loaded the plugin.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Maybe set up for later.
Will, if you're still around, this is the thing we talked about earlier. As you can see, this is my spare 3 terabyte, and this is the X-Plane 11 beta installation folder. And over there, you can see I made a shortcut to custom scenery. So that, when I go into it, this is actually pointing to my other hard drive. It looks like it's sitting here, but it's because it's a symlink.
Thousand to go.
Right guys, we've just reached the cruise altitude, so everything seems to be okay for now. Hello.
Hello again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruise altitude
Very
and
soft
the
greeting.
seatbelt sign is now off. Feel free to move around the cabin, but we do ask if you are in your seat that you do keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case we do experience any unexpected turbulence. Otherwise, invite you to sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
On my way to Queenstown.
Excellent.
I did it perfectly yesterday until it came to the touchdown. I looked down at the joystick for a button. That was it, just before touchdown. But it was perfect descent and approach, so I'm doing it again now.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Logo man, there's only one way to do it. You have to change your Explain 11 folder in STKP. So you have to click on Find the Install. So that's what you need to change, and then it will just simply look at the different one. Obviously, you need to have the plugin installed in both of your Explain versions, but you've got to change this to make it see the other one. So this is a manual operation. You can't. This is not automated. You can't expect it to find it automatically. You have to come in, switch it to the other one, switch it back. That's the operation.
Nico, I've changed my password for Ivea, tried to get in again without success. So I've got the message up. Is there any way I can attach something to send you what I've got on the screen where it's rejecting me?
Yeah, what you need to do is right click on my name here just next to you, then say
Yep,
message. Then
Yep.
at the bottom of the screen there's a plus. You click on the plus, you go browse to it and press enter when you find it.
Okay, we'll do. What I'll do, I'll just send you what I've got, and you can. It's self-explanatory, really. Okay.
Yeah, send it.
The flight plan might be perfect, probably, but it's just a test thing. So I'll send that to you. So there you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You know, it's a last resort, really, for me. It's about giving up.
Right, this is the video that McTrying went and found for us. This talks about setting up your display in Explain, made by Explain themselves. So go have a look there. I think I will also watch it again. And something else that's just popped into my mind. I mean, obviously this is a beta and all, so the frame rates here are terrible, but it's never been this bad. I've generally had very good frame rates with Vulcan. The one thing that popped in my mind right now, which is from time to time been a huge problem, is SkyMax Pro. I tell you, in the first couple of versions of Vulcan, this thing was running 40 plus frames, and I'm just going to disable that at some point in time. Just test it without SkyMax Pro and then try again, because something is definitely eating up the FPS in this sim right now, and it's crazy. It's weird because the settings have been similar most of the time. Weird.
I bought X-Vision a couple of days ago, or maybe a week ago or so, or a bit longer, and I installed the impressive Lua version of that, and that is really chewing up my FPS a lot.
Yeah, it's those Lua scripts.
Just out of interest, Nico, can you have a look at what your CPU time and GPU time is? I know you can see it.
Yeah, it's 0.483 on the CPU and 0.113 on the VGA.
So it's CPU that's loaded at the moment.
Yeah.
The only other thing I can now suggest, go to Task Manager and see where the loads are. Also, yes, you've just gone to the plugins. SkyMax Pro. X-Lure 1's taken a bit of a hammering. There doesn't seem to be a lot else. Yeah, exactly. That's the FMC loading. Ob Studio's taking 16% currently, looking at Task Manager. Just make certain that OBS and Explain aren't running on the same core. Get your Task Manager again. Look at the core loadings. Right, click on click on CPU again. Click on CPU.
I did.
I'm still seeing GPU on your task manager. Right, now go to no. Right, now click on the CPU and show and right click. And show all cores. What I'm getting at. I want to see the loading on each individual core.
I know. So now I told it to go smaller. Can you see that? What the hell is your phone? I don't have anything called your phone on my system. Unless it's Skype related, but it doesn't matter.
Sorry, I lost focus. You probably couldn't hear me. On the task manager, again.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to go to that. Go back to task manager.
Yeah, I'm there.
No, that's currently what I'm seeing is resource monitor.
Yeah.
See, CPU, that top one's not using anything. Right, on the CPU graphic, right click, go to view. No, not there, not there. No. Yeah, actually where the line is changing up and down. Go right, go right.
Yeah, that's what I was. Sorry, you're seeing it behind me, yeah?
Right click it and go to view and show.
And then show. Click on your thing. Show what? There's your logical processors. Mac?
Yeah, I'm back with you. I keep on losing focus. Yeah, it's all evenly loaded there, isn't it? But that's the only thing I can look at. But your CPU, you see, currently is running 100% nearly.
It's very high. Very high.
dropping back again now.
There was an update to Op Studio yesterday. I'm wondering if that didn't increase the load, because I can't remember it being so high.
Well, that's what when you went to the processes, I was just looking at that ops bit. That seemed quite high, wasn't it? 60.
Yeah.
Sim Toolkit Pro's running high as well.
Very high.
Oh, it's dropped back again now. But yeah, as I say, we can't always blame X-Plane. That's the trouble. That we have computers doing so much more. But your Sky Max Pro isn't looking using a lot of.
No, it doesn't look like it.
If you go down the bottom and click the plus sign beside Sky Max Pro, that shows breaks down the actual performance of that plugin.
Yeah, it's small. It's small.
Nico, I've just closed Sim Toolkit Pro and my frames have just jumped up.
Just say again, I couldn't hear half of it.
I'm saying that I just closed Sim Toolkit Pro just to see what would happen, and my frames have just jumped up with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's part of it, yeah. Captain Reynolds, good day, welcome. Reggie?
Yeah.
Please send me your IVAO ID, please.
Yeah, that would. Oh, yeah.
Because I'm going to send it to one of the directors and let him work top down and fix this problem for you. Because there's obviously an issue here that I'm not aware of and they need to investigate.
Yeah, that seems strange. Do you mean the vid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the flight plan, is it?
Don't see it. Sorry, let me open it again.
Or on the connect thing. I'll send it to you, no problem.
I don't see it anywhere listed here unless I'm looking wrong. Hold on. It's off screen. 63, that number.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, that VID is too short. It's way too short. You've got the wrong VID there.
Yeah, no, it's off screen. Hold on.
That's too short. That's wrong. It can't be that number. I'm telling you, it's too short.
Bear with me. Just pause the flight. Right.
Wait a second, I'm just checking mine.
That's what I used, yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Now I've got the whole thing. No, it's correct now.
Yeah, it's just a mystery to me that, usually if the password's right, it comes up with something else. But to have the password correct,
Gotcha.
it's just So I got 2 new passwords. I did that. I renewed both of them for the website and the IBAN password. So
Cool. So give me a second. Oh, no, this thing is freezing up my whole computer. Yeah, it is 6 digits. I thought it was longer, but it is definitely 6 digits. The issue now becomes, can we actually find the Reggie in here? And that's the next thing I'm really having trouble with.
my nickname is Reg W dash and then the vid. I've been on the chat and stuff, you know, online. So it's just, you know, I don't normally give up, but this has sort of got to me a bit.
I understand. Well, according to Iveo, you are an active user. I mean, I'm logged in. I'm looking at your stats. You're an active user.
That's why it's such a mystery. I wish I had some stats for you to look at. You know, I just want to, it's just, I'm on the outside of it. I just want to get involved, learn, and get involved in the group flights a bit more.
Yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly just send this off to one of the directors quickly. Let him investigate it for us.
I'll probably be embarrassed at the end of it. It's probably something simple that I may have done, but whatever it is, I can't find it.
Don't worry.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's sort of a last resort, really.
We will try switch out.
I'm going to mute when I get to top of descent on this one so that I can give it 100%.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I've missed most of my planning now, so I'm not gonna go to the advanced stuff, but what I need to do is just set up the landing flaps. There's no point in doing more than that because we're too late. Aircraft's gone beyond the point where it needed us. I'll just do another at once, long runway. Right then. You see, this is what I'm not getting with trying. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Ever so slightly the CPU usage is down, okay, like 0.008 down, okay, but the FPS still remains bleh. I mean, it's like nothing we did made any difference. It doesn't matter what your settings are. Yeah, it's like it makes no difference. I mean, I've taken my world object super low now. I'm not used to flying as low as that.
No, well, I don't think world object is going to make a difference to your FPS that much.
Yeah, only the texture.
What's your VRM usage at the moment? Just out of
4.4.
interest. You got bags of room there, yeah.
I'm gonna try maximum next
What's
time.
that CPU usage now? Is it still quite? No, if you on your
Hold on.
the
When it
FPS
comes back,
count.
it was 0.48 and it went down to 0.44 or something. It wasn't much.
That's still a bit high.
Yeah.
What I'm always is my understanding. Others can tell me I'm wrong. I'm still learning. Is the CPU time and the GPU time should be roughly the same to show the system is well balanced.
I've tried that, and believe it or not, in Vulkan, if I increase my GPU usage, my CPU usage, I have a much smoother experience, much better experience.
It's true.
Yeah.
As I say, it's still a learning curve. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm flying, another plane. I started off with 47 frames. I'm currently running at 26, 28.
Yeah.
And again, my CPU usage is a lot higher than my GPU time, and I can't explain it at the moment.
Yeah, I think, and this is really serious now, okay, is that beta 6 in X-Plane is what has changed all of this. Before, in beta, I had much better performance, but beta 6, this is now like my third flight in it. It has been crappy from the beginning. I think it's a beta problem. That's what it is.
Yeah.
This is a beta 6 problem. It's nothing we did or didn't do. It's not in our power to change it. This is absolutely a beta problem. I mean, obviously, we're going to have to restart to get the texture quality now different, but we'll have to see. I mean, there's loads of resources left on this machine, and it just isn't performing very well, and that leads me to believe this is beta code doing this. We actually need to do this test in the stable version, not here.
Yeah.
We'll worry about it later.
Yeah.
Steve, yeah, correct. This is just what McTrying was saying as well. I've noticed that it's like it bleeds out for some silly reason. Anyway, that's what you get partly because you're trying to use a beta. Now, we can understand that, but lots of users don't seem to just grasp it at all. They don't understand it's a semi-broken system that's under, you know, development. Uncle John, you seem to be very busy there. What are you busy with?
Sorting out an approach.
Okay. Now I can just see all the concentration
Yeah,
there.
I've got loads that's not implemented yet that I need to get sorted.
Okay.
Because like you, I'm trying out the beta.
Yeah. I remember one of my friends here asking me about SkyMax Pro. I was getting 40 plus frames wherever we flew, and he said to me, wow, yeah, that's awesome. He went and enabled it as well. And this is another reason, you know, thinking back about how we've progressed in the betas, this is a beta issue, man.
I've got no ILS. No ILS. No gear.
Steve, that's why I usually only broadcast in the stable version. This is now the second time in a 2-3 day period that I've tried the beta, and I'm kind of fed up myself right now. I mean, it's fighting against the wind, man. You sometimes win, you sometimes lose, and at the end of the day, neither one of us, not you, not me, nor any other user, viewer, have got any control over this, and it's like a yo-yo game. You know, that's why they've got the real beta testers sorting it out. Let them fix it. We'll come back and play later. But as for now, I'm kind of really fed up too. I'll stick to my stable explain.
I'm going to start again. See what happens.
Yeah, I just got a reply back.
Let's close it.
Reggie, oh, he's muted himself. Oh yeah, he said he was going to do that.
You can log into some market and whatever and re-download that stuff, eh?
Yes, yeah, exactly what Steiner said. Just go back into your account, add some market, and then just re-download everything. Sorry guys, I just want to take a screenshot of this settings of mine. Make sure it actually comes out saved as a screenshot. Yep, got it. And now I can't get any screenshots. Take a screenshot. It's just refusing to take screenshots. Yeah, I got it.
Please check your quarantine scripts folder. It means that you've got scripts in your Fly with Lua quarantine folder that shouldn't be in there. You need to go and cut it out and put it into the disabled folder, Ryan.
That's exactly where I am now, Nico.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to see where it is. Unless it's that placeholder.
Probably.
Text doc.
Yeah, well,
text
just
doc.
if you go into the quarantine folder, Control
Yeah,
A, mark everything,
no,
cut it and
I'm
move
in
it.
there. I'm in the quarantine folder in scripts.
Yeah, so mark everything. Control A, right click, cut, go to disabled, paste it in there.
The vivid tweaks LUA's in there. I don't want to take that.
No,
Sorry?
everything. It's not working. Take it out. Take it out.
Okay. Just delete it.
No, you can cut it. Control A, right click, cut, move it into the disabled folder. Otherwise,
Okay.
delete is good enough. It's not working anyway, so you can delete it. It's up to you.
Okay, but
Steve, yeah, that's another reason why I don't believe in doing back-to-back flights. I will always close X-plane and restart it again before the next leg, because the last thing I want is to be busy enjoying myself and then run out of memory or have some or other script not working. So that's just a habit I don't necessarily reboot my PC, but I very definitely, I closed down X-plane and restarted because my enjoyment has got higher value than, you know, my taking a chance. Safe landing, Krister.
yeah, that's working as well. That's good.
Yeah.
Now let's get the other one sorted. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to just redo the flight, Nico. Now I've sorted out everything, I think.
Okay.
That's better. That's working as well. Oh, that's strange. Your graphics drivers cannot support Vulkan X-Plane. X-Plane requires at least NVIDIA GeForce 40.26.
Yeah, that's weird. Get the latest driver? Sorry.
Sorry. John, have a look in
Yeah.
your task manager if X-Plane is still running in there.
Say again, sir?
So have a look in your task manager to see if X-Plane is still running.
In other words, you're trying to open a second copy.
Instance. Yeah.
The answer, X-Plane, let's kill it. End task. Right, there's no X-Plane running there now. So let's run it again. X-Plane. I didn't think the system would allow X-Plane to run two copies.
It does. I make the mistake. I've made the mistake 2 or 3 times already in my life. And then you go, what the hell's wrong? And you think, you know, you go investigate and you find there's another copy running already.
Run the background and it's not picked it up, because normally it comes up and tells you that it can't load, but it believes there's another copy running. Well, I didn't get that.
It doesn't give you a warning that another copy is running.
Okay. Well, that's good. We didn't get that message anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bonus. Now, is Vulcan running? Let's have a look. Trigger it again, but I've got to restart it. Done. Didn't tell me I've got to restart. Let's have a look at the task manager. Same message. Oh, I can but try it.
By the way, did you know that ILS 04 is a downwind ILS, or what it's called, a back course?
Makes no difference in my life. I still use
it
it.
did to my simulator.
You need to go and set it up. Torsten?
Yes, I'm still investigating what the issue is here.
Right. What you need to look for is in explain general settings. All right. There is a setting here. If you look at my screen, disable downwind ILSs. You need to untick that one.
Yeah, I just did, and
Okay.
on the map,
Yeah.
you can do that as well.
Okay.
And the actual ILS appeared now.
Okay.
Or the glide path.
That's a silly setting to have in there. You'll be surprised how many guys it catches out.
Update.
I'm down.
I'm on the map this time.
Yeah, and approach is working now.
Perfect.
I think I've cracked Queenstown now. Here we go.
Okay, awesome.
Speed intervention. Starts early.
Yeah, you have to.
I've not used it before like that. But yeah, it does work just to begin to ease back and control descent, I suppose.
Yeah.
Would that be a normal procedure on an approach like that?
It depends. I didn't watch you do it. I don't actually use speed intervention there. I just make sure that my speed is, controlled with my speed brakes, basically. And then I'll intervene if I have to, but I haven't had to do it yet. I mean, it's just braking. From before, you get too close. You have to start braking quite a way out. The other thing is when that decel comes up on your ND and the decels, your speed brake has to be out. It's just got to be out. And then the other thing is use your wheels. Once you go below 250, let your gear down so that it creates more drag, and that's usually how I just control my speed there.
Yeah, I've learnt that one from you a while ago.
Yeah.
I found just pulling back the speed a little earlier on.
Same thing.
Introduced a bit more control.
Reggie, it's not a question of right and wrong. I say it lots of times on my streams. It's not a question of right and wrong. We each have our style of flying. So long as you control the speed, you're okay. Whatever works for you, you know.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
I like the top-down view of Uncle John.
Sorry?
I like the top-down view. I like the top-down view of you.
Oh, okay, I do apologise. You can see my bald spot, can you?
That's just the reflection is off-putting.
I do apologise, sir. I'll redirect the light somehow.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You'll have to get the Johnson's baby powder out, John.
Oh, trust Mac to say something.
Get the makeup artist in first.
Altimeter setting.
Oh. God. Going in.
On to cockpit. Acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Ryanair.
That's loud.
Sorry?
Say that's loud.
I'm sorry, sir. I'll mute my mic.
Hey Geordie, all good, all good. We're almost about to land. We've just passed the airport there. We just passed downwind, so waiting for base and finals.
Thousand to go.
Reggie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm going to send you what I got from the director just now. Membership has worked on your issue. They apparently did a reset or resynchronization on your account. They want you to test it for them, the Iveo guys, and then if it doesn't work, I'm going to give you details who to contact directly. Now you're going to talk to the top brass, okay, and then they'll sort it out for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It'd be interesting to know what was the cause, me or them, but we'll see. Thank you very much.
Let's have a look.
Hey Mark, good afternoon. Welcome. Just in time for the landing. Crystal, that only works on Twitch, my friend. Dan has had a look at the situation for YouTube, but he says he needs more time. It's apparently not as easy and quite difficult and pain in the butt to get it working on YouTube.
1,000 feet, stabilized, missile perch altitude set.
Approaching 0-4.
Well, Anthony, wait until I've finished landing, then we can discuss it, put some more detail in there, because it doesn't make sense to me. The scent works perfect, so somewhere there's a step missing or something we need to figure out. Yeah, no, I don't know, that doesn't sound right.
Minimums. 200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hi Nico, sadly exactly the same result.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just landing. Sorry, I'm rolling out here, fighting against this wind as well. So give me a second. I'll give you the details now. Damn it.
80 knots.
You probably flew from 2 focus airports, Christer, so you got the 100 or 200 points per airport. Check that one out. It's happened to me as well. Or there's a special, sequence, something that you hit the jackpot with. Yeah, I saw 137. That was not bad. That was really good. And I still had a stutter and all. I was really not happy with that stutter, but we made it. Reggie, I'm going to give you the two people's details exactly as I got it from the director, and then you need to speak to them and let them sort it out for you. Please let them give you some support of some sorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, heck, it crashed.
What? Explain. Just go read your log, please, before you restart it.
I'm going to. Before I do anything else. Bump, 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 bump.
I've got something weird to show you as well, Nico, when you finish stream.
Okay. Thanks, Flysim. And thanks, Ryan. Yeah, that wasn't bad. It's really good. Stansted Vienna event. Yeah, there you go. So they added the sausage in there as a good measure as well, Awesome.
Because of the plugin XPLM plugin.
Yeah, but what's before XPLM? Because XPLM, almost all the plugins have got an XPLM plugin. So it's not
Oh,
super.
so that doesn't mean a thing to me.
Nope. No, you need to see more than that. Somewhere it's got a line specifying world traffic, Zibo, whatever, you know.
All it says is Zibo mod plugin.
Okay. Yeah, your Zibo didn't like something there then. That's it. But it's a fluke, Uncle John. It's not the norm, you know that. So it's just sent to test you today. So
you think I'll have exactly the same thing if I do it all over again?
Reboot your PC, then no. There's a 99.999 chance it won't happen again.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, mine crashed earlier when I went to replay.
So guys, welcome to Stansted. I hope you enjoyed the flight with us. Let us log the flight and then, ooh, look at that. Excellent. That was a good landing, even if I have to say so myself. Just logging it, guys. I'm just logging it. And it's done. There you go. Reggie. Reggie.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, it's in your private message.
Okay, thank you, Nico.
Okay.
I hope I wasn't talking all over. Yeah, I hope I wasn't talking all over your stream.
Yeah, you were up once or twice, but not too much. I mean, it was perfectly fine.
Okay, cheers.
Righto, guys, that's the end of this stream then. Thank you for watching. I've no idea how many guys watch this, but awesome. Thank you so much for your presence. I don't want to do it alone, so it's nice having you guys here. Thank you for the guys on Discord as well. Have a blessed rest of your Sunday afternoon. If we get to actually do the ton content, it might be a little bit later. Just keep your eye on the Zibo Pilots group or on our Discord server if you want to see if it actually comes to fruition. I will try and schedule it on YouTube as well, but it might happen at spur of the moment kind of a thing. So if it doesn't, you come find us on Twitch in the week, guys. Please remember that the link is below the video.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks for joining, and you guys must have a super rest of your day. All right. Anthony, send me a PM. Let's talk in PM. I almost forgot about you. Just right click on my name, send me a message, and let's see what we can sort out for you, okay? If possible, maybe even come to Discord. Just come and have a chat with me. Let's see what we can sort out. See you soon, guys. Bye.
Thank you, EDDK.